Alright guys, in the last video we created our weather class, which fetches data from the Weather Underground API. Now we want to take that information and not just console log it, but put it into our UI. So what we're going to do is right here when we call get weather and we get the results back from the asynchronous method inside the class, instead of just logging the results, we're going to call a method inside the UI class called paint. Okay, so the idea is it's painting the UI with these results that we're going to pass in. Okay, now we don't have the UI class created yet, so that's not going to work, but we're going to do that now. So let's go to UI.js and let's create a class called UI, and we're going to create a constructor. And this constructor is going to have a lot of stuff in it because we have a lot of different elements to insert stuff in. We're not doing what we've done a lot of the times, which is just take a whole clump of HTML, an entire template, so basically all of this, and then insert it into one placeholder. Instead, we have basically different little components that we're going to insert stuff into. Okay, so I mean, it's up to you how you want to do it. I'm just trying to give you different options. So we'll have, for instance, the location, and we'll set that to document dot, we'll use get element by ID, and that has an ID of W location. So we're going to need quite a few of these. So I'm going to just go ahead and make a bunch of these. So we have location, we have the description, which is DESC. Change that. This will be the string. This is the temperature string. And think about what way you like better. Do you like inserting everything from the JavaScript, or do you like to do little pieces into elements that are already defined in your HTML? It's completely up to you on how you want to do that. Or of course you could use a template engine, which is beyond the scope of this course. Let's say icon, we have W icon, and humidity. Let's see, we also have feels like. And dew point, and then heat index. Actually, I don't think we did the heat index. I think I was going to do that, but it turned out to be NA. So let's not do that. Let's do, I think we just have wind. And that should be it. So we can get rid of these. Now, that's the constructor. The only other method we're going to have is the paint method, which will paint the UI with the results. So the results, I'm going to call it weather. And then, for instance, we'll say this dot location dot text content equals weather dot display underscore location dot full. Now, where I'm getting this from is, let's see, if we go and we look at this response here, you can see that we have inside the current observation object, which is what we're returning, we have display location, which is another object, and we're getting the full, which is going to give us the city and state. Now, you can get just the city, the state, either long or short name, the country, the zip code. You can get all that stuff. We're just going to get the city and state and put it into the location element. Okay, and then let's do this dot DESC, and we want the text content, and that's going to be weather dot weather. And if we look at the response here, you can see for weather, let's see, it's going to be down here. Actually, where is it? Right here, weather. So it would be like partly cloudy or sunny or something like that. And then we have the string, the temperature string. So this dot string dot text content equals weather dot temperature string. Then we want the icon. Now the icon, we're setting the source of the image element to this. So we're going to say this dot icon dot set attribute. Okay, and the attribute that we want to set is the source, and we're going to set it to weather dot icon underscore URL, which, as you can see, is somewhere around here. Right here, icon URL. So it's going to be a GIF or a GIF, and we're going to set that to the source of the image. Okay, so the rest of the stuff here, we have humidity. So humidity text content equals, I'm going to put this as a template string, and I'm going to say relative humidity. So the rest of these will have like these labels, and then we'll put the dynamic content, which will be weather dot relative humidity. Okay. So let's see. After that, we have feels like. This is actually feels like underscore string. And if you want to change this around, I mean, there's stuff that I'm not including, like for instance, pressure, wind chill, visibility. If you want to add this stuff, you can easily do that by just using these values. So let's see, we did feels like string. Now we want the dew point. So for that, it's going to be dew point underscore string. And then we want the wind. Whoops, I got to change this to dew point. And then wind. All right, and this will be set to wind string. Okay, so that should do it. Let's save that. And now we get UI is not defined, because if we go back to app.js, it doesn't know what UI is. We have to initialize that. So let's say init UI. We'll say const UI equals new UI and save. And now there we go. So we've painted our UI with the results. Pretty cool. So in the next video, we're going to start to work on the change location. We need an event for when we submit this. We want this to go to local storage, and we want it to get saved. And then we also want this to load whatever's in local storage when you visit the application. All right, so I will see you in the next video.